We're getting consistent reports about Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter at Eagles camp. What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus, Pro Fan Talk. The news continues about Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith raising eyebrows at camp. I reserve judgment until they put pads on. If you're going up against helmets and jerseys, you know, it's a different feel. Offensive linemen can't get their hands on you, can't get pad control and things like that. So it's a little bit different. However, I do like what I'm hearing about them coming off the ball, about them beating double teams, Jalen Carter in particular, and Nolan Smith. The one thing about Nolan Smith is everybody's talking about his speed off the ball coming around that edge. Now, that's really nothing that's going to be slowed down, you know, having pads on. Everybody puts pads on, so everybody's going to get slowed down a tick. However, when you're coming off the edge like that with 4.3 speed, that's going to be something to watch, especially when he's going up against a tight end or an offensive tackle, especially a tackle, because he's going to be a step ahead, because by the time that tackle comes out of his stance with 4.3 speed, Nolan Smith is going to be gone. And just think about last year, the way Hassan Reddick wrecked shop all last year. Now, Hassan Reddick was a mid to high 4.5 guy. That's still pretty good. That's running back speed. I ran a 4.5 at the combine. So 4.5, that's normal speed for a running back. Now, when you're talking about somebody that's 230, 240, running a 4.5, when you put all them things together, that's a lot of speed, power, and size coming off an edge. Now you got somebody that's 4.3 speed. That's incredible. And even when you think about that, you think about Jordan Davis running like a 4.6 or a low 4.7 at 340 pounds. It's ridiculous. Somebody that big can move that fast. But that's what we got coming off of our defensive line. And Jalen Carter looks like he's the perfect combination of size, strength, and speed. So he's going to be, for all intent and purposes, it is our version of Aaron Donald. I say that very hesitantly because, again, haven't put pads on. Whole new ball game when you get pads on. What is he going to do against somebody else? We're going to reserve that judgment until we see him in preseason in pads going full tilt. That's when you can get a true judgment. And then once he even does that, you still got to look at his competition. Just being fair about it, thinking about it the way they would look at it in camp. So everybody's going to be looking at film this year. So, and pay attention. If you're not somebody who watches film, learn how to do that. Because there's going to be a lot of telltale signs when you watch the film. Big eye in the sky don't lie. Another thing that was going on, all of this back and forth about Micah Parsons. I said this last year. This was my opinion. Micah Parsons, if he doesn't fall into the Dallas trap and get to talking, keep his head down and just be a leader of that defense, he's going to be dangerous. Now that's out the window because now he's engaging, seems like every other week, something to say about what the Eagles are doing. Now you got people going back and forth on social media about what he said, what we said, and all of that kind of stuff. The stuff on social media doesn't matter. That's fandom being fandom. Fans gonna go back and forth like that. You had the issue at the draft when he was on the call with AJ Brown after we got Jalen Carter, and now he made the comment, we got rid of Javon Hargrave and we drafted somebody else. As if to say, you know, we took a step down. And it's like stop worrying about us. Stop worrying about who we drafted. Worry about yourself. Worry about the Cowboys. And I heard what Jalen Carter said. He's jumping right into it. I know I'm an old school guy, so I'm like, chill with the talk. Talk when you get on the field, because that's where it matters. The social media, Twitter beef, and all of that kind of nonsense, at the end of the day, don't really matter. And I've said this before, that's why I liked Ocho Cinco so much, Chad Johnson. Of course, he playing for my Bengals, but Chad Johnson was not someone who was afraid to talk smack, not afraid to back it up. If somebody got the best of him, he would let them know. But when you can talk smack and back it up and not afraid to back it up, that's where it's at. So I don't get into these beefs online and all that kind of stuff because it's nonsense. Same way with these rankings and all that kind of stuff. Let's get through preseason. We had another injury today. Trey Turner for the Saints. Gone. Out. Career's probably done. He's 30 years old. They had just signed him a couple days ago. First day in practice. Pops his quad. He's done. Out for the year. So my guess is he's probably going to retire. Didn't cost the Saints a lot of money. He was like on a $1.5 million contract. I think they gave him like $300,000 or something like that. Not a crazy signing bonus or anything like that. So, but now they got to replace that. So let's get through camp first. Let's get through camp healthy. We got to get through camp healthy. Everybody's one step away, and you gotta pump the brakes on all of that talking because it don't mean nothing until we get to the season. All right, let's get through this preseason. And once we get started, once we find out what we got on the field, then you can take it to the next level. So as usual, hope you like the content. Please hit that subscribe button, click on that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next play. Peace.